All right, head coach Tony Kemper, his right, your left. Kristen Mayo, his left, your right. Taylor Pearson, coach, opening statement, and we'll take questions.
I'm just disappointed in the outcome. We definitely should have had a shot to win the game, and whether or not we did or didn't, who knows? But that should not have been a 9-point game. We were just really sloppy with the ball, and that's a credit to how they play. They take you out of your offense, and they certainly did that to us. And,
When you look at the fact that you kind of open the game on a pretty nice 7-0 run and kind of start the game with momentum and then kind of see that fade away at the end of the first half and maybe down to the final minutes of the game, I guess, how disappointing is that as a coach knowing that you kind of executed what you wanted to do to start the game and just couldn't close it?
Well, I knew that you know, it wasn't, we weren't going to run away and hide from them. That's a good basketball team. And they've been through, I mean, Dee Gibbons, I feel like, has played in about 200 games in our league. She's played well in about 200 games in our league. So, you know, it's great to start 7-0. You know, when we got shots off, it was nice to watch them go in because they haven't gone in for us in a really long time. But we just threw the ball all over the gym, everywhere. And so you just can't do that. And you know, as a coach, I'm frustrated that I couldn't help more with where to put them to make that go away, so to speak. And, you know, I'd like to make it go away. Because the game came down to 19 points off turnovers, and then we couldn't rebound. So points off turnovers and rebound. And I didn't think we were very quick to the ball today. We weren't as quick as we could be. I think we played hard. I do think we played hard. But I think there was a couple moments where instead of me going to get it, I maybe thought somebody else was going to get it, and that somebody else was 40, you know, or Givens, or El Jadawi. They wouldn't have got it, you know. And that's that. I just feel like it should have came down to the end, and we obviously blinked with about 3 minutes to go and gave it away. You know, not to say that they wouldn't have got it done anyway. I don't know, but it should have came down to either, you know, possession here. Do we get a stop or not? Okay, now we're going down to try to take the lead, or we're trying to build a lead. That's the way the game should have ended, and it didn't.
Yeah. Do you feel like having to expend so much energy on extra possessions sort of fatigued you all in that fourth quarter, just because the mental side of it and the mental wear that, especially without Ashley, that post, you know, got to you in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I mean, we did look kind of gassed at times out there, and they're long and athletic, and they're I don't know how many steals. I feel like Dee Gibbons had 14 steals. She had 3, you know, but not really. They speed you up, you know, and maybe we were tired, but we got sped up, and just didn't make great decisions in those moments.
Do you feel it was her kind of beat you guys alone? I mean, I know that 4 players.
No. She had a really good first half, and then I thought we made some adjustments trying to take her away. But obviously their scheme, and obviously it wasn't her. They had 13 steals, so up and down the roster they were getting they were active and running through passes. So we made some adjustments to try to take her away, and did better in the second half.
Taylor, you had a great start to the game, 5 unanswered points. What was working for you guys at the start of the game to get on a 7-0 run before Western Kentucky?
Kind of the attitude that we came out in the game with, which eventually faded through the game. It was just the attitude that, you know, we worked hard enough to play through this game, and makes follow when you have attitude like that. So
You mentioned that it faded during the game, and this, I think, third one in a row that the fourth quarter has sort of been the downfall. How do you carry that through? Is it does it become a mental deal, or is it something that you all just got to work on as a team?
I think it is a lot of mental, just in kind of team chemistry, is that when someone puts their head down, it's sort of contagious, and you just need that one person to go tell them to keep their head up, and then that keeps everybody up. So, like I said, it's a spreading idea, mindset, and we need to stop it wherever it starts, so we keep energy up.
How often have you seen heads go down?
Every game, I mean, that's kind of a basketball game. Things are going to be hard like that, just heads up and down, even myself. But it's all about keeping that time down where your head is down and your teammate just telling you good job.
Coach, do you address the energy in the fourth quarter, like in practice this week before your next two home games?
I thought we practiced well leading into it, you know, and, we need to practice better though. I mean, obviously, you know, we got 2 more home games coming in, and that's a good thing. It's good to be home. You know, we have played against quite a few good teams here in a row, and there's more coming. You know, we do need to finish better. That's clear when you just look at kind of how it's gone. But you know, I think I do think it's a group that they'll come out, and I think they'll try to put steps forward so that we play better on Thursday. And, you know, that's all I can ask, but they need to continue to be hungry, and then we need to carry it through for longer periods of time.
Chris, do you all feel like you're right there? I mean, it seems like, you know, through 3.5 quarters, you all can hang with anybody. Do you all feel like this team's just finding a way to finish one game and then it starts rolling?
Yeah, I think that we're capable of, you know, finishing a game. Like Tay said, we just have to be able to keep our head up the whole game. Like, there's going to be, you know, some valleys in the game where you get down pretty low, and you know, like we start turning the ball over at the end. I think that's when everybody started dropping their head, and like that's just going to happen. I mean, obviously, like we need to take better care of the ball, but that kind of stuff's going to happen in a game. So if we learn to just play through it, like not have a conscience about the past play that just happened, I think that'll help us going forward.
There were some moments where you stepped up, had some pretty big 3-point shots that went in and kind of helped either take the lead or make this game close again. What do you feel in terms of your game is working so well that allowed you to have that success?
Honestly, up until this game, not very much. I think that energy this past week, like during practice, we've had a different mindset kind of going into the game. You know, we didn't have a game Thursday, so it allowed us to take a couple days off and just kind of reboot and like miss it a little bit. Because in season, I think that you get in just a routine, and I think sometimes it's good to take a step back and realize how much you love the game of basketball and how excited it makes you to be able to play. And I just think our energy was different going into this game. I think that we all held each other accountable. We should probably keep doing it later.
I'm proud of her because she's a good scorer, and it's been tough on her. But we need her to do exactly what she did tonight. And she didn't start the game that well either. I don't know what she was at the beginning, but they didn't go in right away. And she did exactly what she's got to do, which is keep shooting the ball, keep playing, and keep understanding that you can play this game pretty darn well, and we need you to be the scorer, the playmaker that you are. And so I think that was big for us, and that will help us down the road too. It'll help her also. Looking at this, and they scored 29 points in the fourth quarter. That's awful.
Well, like the first 3 quarters, the turnovers, it didn't seem like they amounted to much. I think Western had 6 points off turnovers, even though y'all were even at 13 turnovers apiece. And that fourth, y'all have 7, and they scored 13 points off that. What was it about the fourth quarter that they were able to convert that? Is that a mental?
I really don't. Maybe fatigue, maybe mental. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I think that I don't really think they did anything different in the fourth quarter. You know, maybe we were a little bit tired and we got loose with the ball. But, you know, we might have got a little tired. I did think we were a little bit passive through a stretch in there, you know, and maybe we learned a little bit tonight. You gotta go win the game. Like, you do have to go win the game. You gotta win it with stops, and you gotta win it with continued smart offensive aggression, you know? And, you know, we did give them some runouts and things like that. That's basically kind of what they beat us on, was layups, you know?
The post defense up. I mean, you're missing Ashley, obviously. You know what Elja Daly brings to the table, and you've seen her for a couple of years now. How big of a loss was that? But at the same time, how did you feel your post defense did throughout?
I thought that we should have gotten more help in there, and I thought we were kind of slow to that. When we did get help there, usually good things happened. So, you know, that's probably the way I feel, and I'll watch it again and know a little bit better. But you know, when we're playing post defense well, our help is there pretty quickly. And I thought tonight on a lot of her baskets, it was one-on-one in there. She's a really good player one-on-one.
Do you have a timetable on Ashley's return, or
No, not right now.
what exactly happened? Or
I don't really think we comment on injuries. Is that fair,
That's
Mr.
fair.
Court? I don't. I don't believe it's a long-term thing, but she's not ready yet. That's what I would answer.
Coach Princess, 10 points today, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. You know, today was a pretty good game for her.
Yeah, I thought she stepped up when we needed her to. I thought she was active, and you know, she made some shots, which was good. She made a couple big ones. You know, so I'll take it. You know, kind of we did play. We definitely played when we didn't turn it over. We played offense better. I thought we attacked the rim pretty well. We shot the ball pretty well. You know, we just had too many turnovers.
All right, thanks.